You can actually see it from space, the kind of delineation of where the major drought is, because it goes from greenish to just absolutely brown over northern France and much of England. So it's not just California, it's not just the western U.S., it is a worldwide problem. We're still months away from our next significant chance of rain, so at least we've had kind of normal temperatures over the past several days. Let's take a look at how things are going to change as we head into the weekend and early next week. Big area of high pressure has been camped out over the desert southwest, is going to be edging closer to us. Means there's going to be more air, more atmosphere on top of us, exerting higher pressure. The weight of the atmosphere compresses the air at ground level and heats it up. So while temperatures aren't going to just suddenly take off, we are going to gradually warm up, close to normal temperatures as we head through the second weekend of August. But then hotter conditions are going to take over, especially away from the water, as we head into next week. Right now, it's fantastic outside. Blue skies as we look to the south over the bay from Salesforce Tower. Temperature downtown is in the upper 60s. It's in the low 70s in Oakland. A mix of 70s and 80s farther inland. Pretty close to normal for this time of year, just below 80 in Livermore, but 85 degrees, not that far to the north in Concord. And it's still holding on to 83 degrees right now in Santa Rosa. Not seeing any fog even along the coast at the moment, but it's going to redevelop and spread across the bay into the inland valleys by early tomorrow morning. I think Futurecast overdoing the extent and the kind of the density of the fog by early tomorrow morning, but it's going to be out there. It's not going to last long. Going to back up out of those valleys by 9 o'clock, probably 10 at the latest, and all the way to the coast by noon with sunshine breaking through right along the coast. Once again, Friday afternoon. Looks like a nice day overall. Temperatures starting off in the mid to upper 50s to around 60 degrees. Very similar to the temperatures we've had all week in the mornings. Very close to what's normal for this time of year. And high temperatures on Friday, pretty much everybody's going to be within a couple degrees of what's average for the middle of August. 60s and 70s around the bay, 80s and a few 90s inland. Let's zoom in for a closer look. Along the coast, you're going to be in the mid 60s. Again, normal for mid-August. A mix of 70s and low 80s down the peninsula and around the south end of the bay. Mostly low 80s inland in the Santa Clara Valley, but the farther you go inland, the more it heats up. 82 in Santa Clara and in San Jose, up to 88 degrees in Morgan Hill. Temperatures inland in the East Bay, low to mid 80s for the Tri-Valley, but up to 90 around Concord and above 90 degrees east of the Diablo Range. Will be the hot spots from Fairfield to Pittsburgh, Antioch, and Brentwood. Upper 60s in San Francisco, mostly low to mid 70s for Oakland and the East Bay, maybe some spots staying just below 70. Low to mid 80s for most inland parts of the North Bay with 60s right along the coast. Even farther north, the hotter spots in northern Sonoma and Napa counties up into inland Mendocino County and Lake County, just topping out around 90 degrees, which isn't that hot for the middle of August. The overall heat risk, we can kind of just forget about the numbers and take a look at whether or not it poses a threat. What's going to remain on the low end of the scale for Friday? Just a couple of pockets where temperatures do reach into the low 90s, where maybe we reach the moderate category. I think we're going to see a lot more orange on this map as we head into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week, because that's when those 90s become more widespread. We'll get through the weekend first. Enjoy the normal weather while it's here. With those near normal temperatures, our fire danger index is going to climb tomorrow afternoon, but it's not going to be off the charts. The highest numbers for Solano County and eastern Contra Costa County out of 4 on our 0 to 10 scale, and just a couple of potential trouble spots outlined by the computer with that yellow in the background. Does not look like something to be overly concerned about, but of course, this time of year, the fire danger is never going to be 0. Temperatures are going to run pretty steady in San Francisco and Oakland as we head through the weekend, with a little warm up into early next week. That warm up more noticeable inland from the low 80s in San Jose to the upper 80s by Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. A similar warm up for inland parts of the North Bay, even touching 90 degrees Monday and Tuesday. The hot spots inland in the East Bay up into the low to mid 90s early next week. And a little more cloud cover as another wave of monsoonal moisture heads our way.